Milton Berle, 20 seconds to curtain. Stand by for makeup.
Stand by for what?
Well, that was a classic slapstick moment starring Milton Berle and Arnold Stang in the first one, then Uncle Milty appearing on The Muppet Show. And in both clips, he was getting nailed with the world's largest powder puff. Bobby Duccinardi from Sassy Hair on Siesta Key is here to talk about makeup techniques that are light years ahead of the powder puff.
I am so excited that you're here today, and you have two guests. And then after you introduce them, would you tell us what is airbrush makeup?
I would love to. With me today is Erica. Erica's a stylist at our salon and also does a fabulous makeup artist. And this is Alexandra, who she's made up half of her face today, and she's going to be doing the other half on camera.
Great.
So airbrush makeup is a technique used to apply makeup where we're using an airbrush instead of hands, brushes, sponges.
Wow.
It's an amazing technique, and we'll see the difference here on Alexandra's face.
Interesting.
Absolutely. Oh, how did airbrushing originate?
You know, that's interesting because in the research that we did on it, the first time it was used in film was in 1925 in the Ben-Hur movie.
Wow.
And they had all these extras that they had to do makeup on, thousands of them.
Quickly, right?
Quickly. So that's how it began, and since it has evolved into 3 different types of airbrush makeup.
And so what makes this so popular now?
The reason it's so
relatively
popular is you get an absolutely flawless finish with it. It can cover sunspots, it can cover blemishes, the redness. It makes the skin look very young.
I like that.
We all like that. That's a great
like
thing.
that.
Also, in your line of work, especially with HDTV, it's a world of difference. If we look at old film and you look at film today, you can tell the difference in the makeup because it settles on the skin totally different. It doesn't go into the lines. It doesn't go into the pores. You get a very matte finish with it.
And so those are the benefits. It's because
Those
I
are
know
some
as
of the
women
benefits.
get older, and I've heard you're supposed to wear less makeup because it sucks
Right.
into your lines and makes you look older instead of younger.
Also,
I like that.
That's.
So you want to show us some of the things that airbrushing can do, Erica?
That's right. We have Alexandra here, and we prep already off camera, and we're gonna go ahead and finish her up so that way the people can know how airbrush works.
Great.
Okay.
Sure.
It's amazing because I don't know if people can see this on camera, but you did half of her face, and I can. Looking at her, I mean, she's gorgeous anyway, I must say. But half of her face is done with airbrushing, and it's just flawless. And you can see the difference, in person for sure on how this is going to look. So show us a little bit of how this works.
I want to talk to you about the different kinds of airbrush makeup. There is the water-based, which is great for like photo shoots or you're having a party at your house, any indoor event. It's relatively inexpensive. It costs about $75 to have that done. It's very easy to remove. Then there's the alcohol-based water airbrushing, which is very popular in movies for special effects, like The Sopranos. Tony Soprano's dragon tattoo.
Oh.
That's been airbrushed on. That'll last about 12 days.
Wow.
Wow.
So that's what that is used for, the kind of special effects. And then in 2002, they came up with, it was Tempta, came up with a silicone-based airbrushing, which is what Erica's using, what we use in the salon. Now, this is extremely popular because this lasts for about 12 hours. We do a tremendous amount of beach weddings out on Siesta.
Yeah.
So it's
that's great.
heat resistant. It doesn't melt in the heat, so it's great for that kind of an event.
And how do you take it off? Let's say after those 12 hours.
That's a good
really
question,
good.
really.
Yeah, it is. Any good, Erica? Can you?
You can take it off with any oil-based makeup remover. Water, it's not something that it will dissolute the makeup because this is a silicone base. So the only thing that it will remove it will be an oil-based remover.
That's why brides like it, because they can't cry it off.
And then you also can you can do eyebrows.
You can do eyebrows, you can do lips, you can do your blush, you can do your, well, it's the preference of the makeup artist to do the shadows, but you also can do it.
Well, if you want to make an appointment and learn more about the staff and the wonderful things that they're doing over at Sassy on Siesta Key, go to sassyhair.com. And we're going to be right back after these messages about what's happening around the Suncoast from SNN Local News.